There is a common misconception that you need to let go of your desire in order to manifest it. This leads many people into a state of confusion. I am commonly asked, how can I live in the end while simultaneously letting go of my desire? Well, this is a perfectly valid question, and in this video, I am here to clear this up once and for all so you can properly let go to manifest your biggest desires. Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. My name is Matthew. I'm a manifestation coach who is here to help you all create amazing lives. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, check the links down below. You'll see they take you to my website where you can see my coaching solutions. If you could drop me a like and a comment on this video just to let me know you like this kind of content going forward, and subscribe and click that bell icon so you don't miss one of those future videos. I am also once again running a giveaway, so comment anything you like down below and you will automatically be entered to potentially win 1 week free email coaching with Katie. Now the reason why it's with Katie, not with me, has been answered in a community post, so if you are curious, go check that out. However, I will be overseeing all of the coaching, so it's essentially like being coached by both of us, but it's just to train Katie up. So comment anything down below and you will immediately be entered, and the winner will be announced on Friday. I look forward to working with you and seeing all your amazing comments now into this really valuable video. Like I mentioned in the intro, there is a common misconception that you need to let go of your desire in order to manifest it. Now, I don't know if this is directly what some coaches are saying or whether what they are saying is being lost in translation by the time the viewer has had a chance to think about it and mull it over. But I'm here to clear this up, and this is the only video you're going to need on this. You do not need to let go of your desire. It is a complete oxymoron to say you need to live in the end, embody the state, think as if, affirm, visualize, whatever technique you choose, while simultaneously letting go of your desire. It is a complete contradiction to say focus on it 100%, you need to be the person, the 3D reflects you, yada 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 yada, while also saying but never think about it again. Once you've thought about it for a bit, just let go of it. It doesn't make sense, and it is a complete contradiction. And this is why so much confusion is being created over this, do I let go, do I not, yada yada yada. My personal successes, my biggest ones and a lot of my smallest ones, have come from simply focusing on it as though I've already had it. A lot of my clients' successes, the ones who've had success, come from the state of focusing on it as though it's had it. And when I say the ones who had success, I mean the other ones are still obviously working on their successes. So this implies you don't need to let go. If I have successes and so have my clients through consistent focusing from the end, why would we ever need to let go? Now, what you do need to let go of, and this is why the title of this video is The Truth About Letting Go, you need to let go of that need for your desire, not the desire itself. When you think about it, we are supposed to be the person we are claiming ourselves to be with our affirmations. If I was to say I'm rich and I earn £7,000 per month, just as an example, I am stepping into the state of someone who has that. That is my embodiment. So when you think about it, if I was actually someone who was earning £7,000 per month, as my affirmation says, I wouldn't be concerned or needing or outcome dependent on earning that £7,000 per month because it's already my existence. Remember, affirmations are not a way for us to get something. They're not like I'm Matthew who is earning £1,000 per month trying to get that £7,000 per month. It's meant to be me going from Matthew earning £1,000 per month, stepping into a new version of myself, a new mindset, a new way of thinking, a new way of operating, which is the same as someone who is earning £7,000 per month and allowing the 3D to morph to fit that. Does that make sense? Well, you can't answer me, so I'm going to hope that it does. So the reason why it's the need for a desire that you need to let go of is because in your desired reality, that need would not be there. If you are in need of something, you're in lack of that thing. If I'm someone who earns £7,000 per month, do you really think I would never think about it again? Do you really think I'd be letting go of that? No. I would consider it when it comes to my bills. I'd consider it when it comes to paying for dates or fancy holidays or stuff like that. I would go, oh, I earn £7,000 per month, so I can do this and this and this, and we can have this house, and we can do this, and we can do this. I would be thinking as someone who is earning that amount of money. So that, even me operating actually in that reality, if I was living it, would not be letting go of it. Does that make sense? It would be on your mind quite a lot. Got my paycheck, oh, £7,000 per month. Done this, oh, £7,000 per month. So that alone contradicts the idea that you need to let go, because we're not We're stepping into a version of ourselves who has this already. And if someone who already has this would consider it in their day-to-day life, why should you not consider it in your day-to-day life? So that automatically debunks the idea that you need to let go. But it also helps me explain why you need to let go of the need for a desire. Because right now, me, Matthew, earning £1,000 per month, this is just an example, by the way, I'm not affirming that I do because I don't. Me earning £1,000 per month, I am clearly in need of that £7,000 per month for whatever reason. So that's why I am in separation of it, because I'm in need of that. Now, we've all had experiences where the less you care about something, the faster it manifests. Why is that? You're not in need of it. When I think about my mum calling me, I don't need her to call me. In fact, half the time I don't even want her to call me, but it happens because I'm not in need of it. When I think about a song that I haven't heard in a long time and then I hear it on the radio, I'm not in need of hearing that song. It's just something that I thought of and it happens. So if my thought allows it to play out because I'm not in need of it, that's why it's allowed it to play out, because I'm not in lack. If I needed to hear Baby by Justin Bieber come on in the supermarket and I was like, oh, it's still not here, I need it. Am I in the state of having it? No. That's why it's not letting go of the desire, it's letting go of the need for the desire, which is required. That is the truth about letting go. That is why so many people say, once I gave up, I got my manifestation. It's not because they gave up and let go. It's because they are finally letting go of the need. They have finally said, fuck it, I'm done. All of that work that I've done previously is now going to allow to come in because of the floodgates have opened. Actually, let me explain that analogy before I just go on and expect you to know what I mean. Think of it like every time that you're doing your affirmations and stuff like that, you're pouring water down a river. But every time you sort of sit there going, where is it? Why is it not here? Yada, yada, yada. You're just putting up a floodgate. When you finally say, screw it, I'm done chasing it, I'm done needing it, I'm done with all of this, you're opening the floodgates. That's what allows all of that amazing work to come through. That's why so many people feel like as soon as they give up, they get it. That's why so many people feel like once they start working on self-concept, they get it. It's because they finally decided to open that floodgate by letting go of that need for a desire. So I hope that makes sense. It's not the desire itself, it's the need for it. You can focus on it all day, every day, as long as you're focusing on it from a perspective of, this is my existence, I love it, I'm happy, I'm a relax. Not, oh my God, I need to do this, I need to focus on my affirmations 24/7 because I'm in need. That's what you need to let go of. Now let me take some time to explain what need actually is. And then I'm going to give you a couple of ways that you can move past this need to get to a place where I am, because these are things that I personally use, where no matter what it is, I don't ever feel in need of it. Now I know explaining what need is sounds stupid. We need it because we desire it. Yes, that's surface level. But if it was that easy to just go, oh, I don't need to do that anymore, nobody would really have a need for anything. There are a couple of things that you should do in order to understand where that need comes from. Now, need is us being in lack of something because we feel this thing is going to fulfill us. Let me use the example of money. Someone who is severely poor, they will see money as the savior of their life. They'll be able to pay for 3 hot meals for their kids and family. They'll be able to fix the roof where the leak is. They'll be able to get themselves out of debt, and then they won't be having bailiffs at their door. The idea of finally having that money will fix their life. That's the way that they see it. So because of that, they then create this outcome dependency. I need this money because it will fix the roof, it will fix this, it will fix that. That's why they have that need. Someone who is extremely lonely, for example, may look to their boyfriend or their ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend or whatever as their saving grace. When I was with you, I didn't feel lonely. So what they do, they have this void within them of loneliness, or the poor person will have this void within them of, we need money to make our lives happy or something like that. They then attach to either an ex or a new person or like a job that pays well or a specific job that pays well or something. They'll attach to it because they feel this thing will fix their current life as it is now. This is why many people will find they have a severe need or outcome dependency for something. When I was in that relationship, I felt whole. Now that they've left, I don't feel whole anymore because they've taken some part of me with them. Now, it's not actually them, it's us. We've allowed ourselves to give too much to this person and not enough to ourselves, and that's why they've left and it's taken it. Or same thing with money. We've attached too much of an importance to money, so when it's gone, it's scary. But this is where need comes from. Need stems from the fact that this desire, no matter what it is going to fulfill some part of you that currently is not fulfilled. This then gets me onto my first way to work on this. So obviously I would recommend you take some time to really sit with get deeper with why you have a need or an outcome dependency towards a desire. It's very easy to say, because we had a connection, great, I'm happy for you. But does that actually solve why you're in need of them? Why did you have that connection? Why is that connection so important? Why couldn't you have that connection with someone else? Why do you feel like you need them to be speaking to you all day and every day for you to be happy? Look deeper into why you feel that that connection was so strong. Or if it's money, for example, why do you feel like you need that specific sum of money in order to fix your life? Why couldn't you do other things to fix your life? If it's because you can't afford fancy dates, why can't you still make use of that time by doing free fancy things that you could do? Just as an example. That was not great examples, but you get where I'm going from. Look deeper into why you have that outcome dependency, why you need this particular thing, and what about you it is going to solve. So that leads me really nicely into my first way to actually work on letting go of the need for something / outcome dependency. Work on yourself. The reason why so many people who work on their self-concept get such high successes is because they're finally bringing that stuff back to them. No matter what it is that you feel you need this desire for, 90% of things you can provide yourself. Obviously, yes, you can't have children on your own, so if your biggest need is you need this person to have a child, I get where you're coming from on that perspective, but the vast majority of things you can provide yourself. They made me feel loved, I'm going to make myself feel loved. This money made me feel like my life was a success, I'm going to go do things myself that make me feel like a success. Those kinds of things. So working on your self-concept, find that root cause of why you have this need for that desire, and work on it from there. I need this person because they made me feel special. Okay, so we know that this person not being in our lives means that we no longer feel special, which is why we've attached to them. Let me make myself feel special, and oh wait, I no longer need them to make me feel special anymore. I no longer need them. So you've let go of that need now because you've worked on yourself in the element that you felt you need this person or this thing for. Now you're no longer in need of them, and now you have that choice. I'm no longer in need of you, so I'm actually choosing you. And coming from a position of choosing implies that you're now on the pedestal, because if you were underneath them, you would be begging for them, not choosing them. So now you've elevated yourself and no longer in need of them. And this then allows you to, like I say, choose, but this then also allows you to go through your day without wondering, what are they doing? Am I going to get this job? Am I going to get this? Am I going to get that? Because you don't need it anymore. If I'm going back to the poor person example, let's say, for example, that person's poor, they feel they need all this money in the world to be able to fix their lives and stuff. Let's say, for example, they managed to just have a week where they did amazing and they managed to get a bit of a pay rise. Oh, I now can afford to pay for the roof to get fixed. Oh, now my family's dry because it's no leaks. We're nice and warm now. Our lives are a little bit better. Do you think now he's in as much need for that money? Yeah, he'd want more so that he can do more things. But now he can see that he's got a happy, warm family. Things are better. Because they're better, he's no longer in need of the money, and that's when it starts to come in. Do you think someone who is rich and in abundance of money will be concerned about where money is coming from? No, they're in an abundance of it. So the more in lack you are in of having something, the more you need it. So if you start filling that void yourself with your own things, your own words, your own things that make you happy, your own exercises, your own hobbies, whatever it is, you will notice that need for that desire to drop, and as a result, you will find it easier to actually manifest it because you're now in a state of having it. Remember, we get what we are, not what we want. This is letting go of the need by providing that fulfillment within yourself and no longer needing that desire to then choose that desire instead. The other way, and this is one that I use a lot, this is one that I've recommended and spoken about a little bit more lately, is the why would I care method. Now, for anyone that was in my live stream yesterday, obviously I've gone through this a little bit on there, but I'm going to go through it again here. The why would I care method is an incredible trick to play on your mind. As I explained in the live stream, our minds love answering questions. Even if you don't know the answer, if I was to say, why is the sky blue? Even if you have no idea, you would try to answer it, or at least your mind would start thinking about ways that you could answer it. You'd start thinking about like, oh, because the sea's blue and it reflects, or some smarty pants would be like, oh, it's because of the stuff in science stuff, ozone layer, I don't know. But you get what I mean? We would try to answer it. If I was to say to you, why do elephants have a trunk as well as a mouth? You'd probably come up with an answer. Oh, because the trunk does this and the mouth does that. You know, you immediately start to think of answers. Your mind loves answering questions, but it is also so easily to be tricked. If I ask, why do I care? Or why would I care? Your mind starts creating reasons why you should care. If I was to ask myself, why would I care if I don't get my person back? My mind would start going, oh, well, you know, because we've got a job and, you know, we've got this, we've got that, and all of these things are actually made. Oh, well, yeah, why would we actually care? And you almost convince yourself that you don't care. This actually helps remove that attachment and need, because remember, we get what we are, not what we want. So if I'm in a state of why would I care, in order for that statement to be true, that must mean that my internal world is that of not caring. If I don't care about something, I'm not in need of it. Someone who is rich doesn't care about where the money's coming from as much as someone who is poor. And who's the one of the two who are in the most abundance? The rich person. Someone who has a cupboard full of food during a tornado is not going to be worried about how long the tornado lasts compared to someone who maybe doesn't have as much stocked up because they're not in need of it. When you don't care, you are more in abundance than you probably would believe. So this why would I care method, why would I care if I don't have my person? Why would I care if I don't have this thing, whatever it is? This is a way to trick your mind into thinking, oh wait, why would we care? We are in abundance of XYZ things. Because we are so easily tricked. Simply just forcing a smile will immediately make you feel a little bit better. Even just then, I forced a little bit of a smile while talking, kind of made me feel like a little bit better. Ask yourself, why would I care? And you'll notice those feelings melt away. There is literally a client that I have at the moment who is doing awesome. I'm really proud of him for how well he's doing. But when he first came to me, very upset, he tried to sort of conceal some of the story and stuff because he didn't want to repeat it too much. And then he had like a bit of a breakdown. Not a breakdown as in like an off one, but he finally let it all out. He finally told me everything he was feeling. I gave him the why would I care method, and he said, it was either a day or two, maybe 3, I can't fully remember the timeline, but he literally came to me and said, that was the first time in a very long time I haven't cried over the situation. Because his mind was no longer sitting in a place of, we care, this hurts, this hurts, this hurts. Because he'd asked himself, why would I care? And his mind answered it with positive abundance mindset things. And that allowed him to then not be so in need and not be so attached. And that is the best he's felt in such a long time. Because remember, we're letting go of the need, not the desire. So if you can do anything that you can to let go of that need, of your desire, you are giving yourself a leg up on the game. You can't be denied your manifestation if you're focusing on it with no element of attachment. Think of, like I said earlier, the little things that people don't care about. They manifest so fast, not because you've let go, but because there's no need. There's no need because there's no opposing story. So if you can work on that element of yourself that's creating this need, I feel a lack of fulfillment because this person will provide it. If you provide it yourself, you'll no longer be in need, and then all of the amazing work that you'll do will then create that desired reality. If you don't try it that way and you want to try the why would I care method, you'll sit there and you'll say something like, why would I care if I don't have XYZ thing? Your mind will go, oh yeah, why would we care? Here's an answer, here's all the things why we wouldn't care, blah, blah, blah. It will start questioning it. It will make you feel that element of power. And then you'll find yourself being able to do that positive work of the affirmations and stuff easier, and more effectively because you no longer care. Why would we care? If I don't care about something, I'm not in need of that thing. You know? If you don't care about it, it's not a threat. Think about it. If I was to walk up to a bear, I'd probably shit myself because it's a bear. Clearly showing I'm scared. I care that it's a bear. If I was to walk past an anthill, I don't care because they're not a threat to me. So if you're asking, why would I care? Or even saying to myself, like, I don't care about this, like just as an example, in order for that statement to be true, that must mean that you don't care. And therefore, it holds no power over you. So you're no longer in that need of it. You're no longer in the need of the change. And I know that this may sound like a contradiction of saying, why would I care implies that I don't have it. But remember, this is just like a little mental trick to get yourself relieving and releasing that need. Because when you're in a state of need, probably not going to be able to manifest it anyway. So why not try something that will help get you out of that state of need? You know? I really hope this video has helped. Like I said, I'm just going to reiterate really quickly actually. You do not need to let go of your desire. You need to let go of the need for your desire. When you're in need, you're also saying, I don't have. You're also in a state of lack. So let go of the need for your desire and allow that desire to come in. Sit back, relax, knowing that it's done. Stop looking, stop chasing, stop searching, stop wondering, stop asking, stop doing all of that. Just know, I'm doing positive work. I'm creating it. You've had things manifest instantly because you've cared very little about them. So you know you don't need to be thinking 10,000 affirmations if you don't care about something. So why do so much work to do 10,000 affirmations within a day when you could just ask yourself a couple of times or do some self-concept work to relieve how much you care about it and then have an easier time actually manifesting it anyway? Because if we know that the less we care, the quicker things manifest, why add so much work to yourself to be affirming day after day after day after day, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 times when all you need to do is just relieve some of that negative thinking, relieve some of that need, and become outcome independent. And you know that you don't have to do as much. Dominant state is a percentage. Having 1,000 thoughts, you need to catch 501. Having 10 thoughts, you only need to catch 6. So why not reduce the amount of negative thoughts you're constantly thinking, or reduce the amount of need that you have, therefore reducing the amount of positive work you need to do, therefore allowing you to actually live your fucking life. And then it will come in anyway. As opposed to sitting in a state of need and needing to massively counteract that by constantly affirming or visualizing or whatever. So I really hope this video has helped. If it has, leave me a like, comment, subscribe, and obviously there is the giveaway, so by all means comment anything down below, and I'll catch you amazing people in the next one. Bye-bye.